After paying 19 PLN for the ticket, I began my ascent up the Wieża Czerwona. The tower features several floors connected by a winding staircase, with a total of 105 steps leading to the top. As I climbed, I noticed various exhibits displayed along the way, including a fascinating collection of Kobe toys. After climbing all 105 steps, I reached a landing where signs with arrow marks caught my attention: Upper Viewing Terrace and Lower Viewing Terrace. I decided to explore the lower one first. Stepping out onto the terrace, I was immediately struck by the expansive view. To my left, the historic Cadets Gate, Brama Kadetto, stood as a significant symbol of Modlin's military past. To the right, the ruins of the 1844 granary, the rivers Naru and Vistula, their meeting point. I walked toward the barrier in front of me and leaned forward to look down. Straight ahead, the imposing defense barracks came into view, along with the striking white tower, both integral parts of the fortress. I turned and looked up the tower, noticing the upper viewing terrace above me, tempting for a later visit. This gate once served as the main entrance to the cadet school, a place where young soldiers were trained for Poland's defense. Its architectural style, with sturdy stone arches and intricate details, reflects the era when the fortress was at its peak. Looking down from the terrace, I was surprised to see a fair or event happening in the square-like area below. People were gathered, and there seemed to be some kind of exhibition going on. Looking to the right from the lower viewing terrace, the first sight that captures my attention is the impressive ruins of the granary, built in 1844. The remnants of this massive structure still stand tall despite the ravages of time, war, and weather. Once a key part of the Modlin fortress, the granary was used to store essential supplies for the military stationed here. Shifting my gaze slightly beyond the granary ruins, I take in the breathtaking view of the two mighty rivers, Naru and Vistula, flowing peacefully, their waters meeting at a natural confluence. As the rivers merge, they carve their way forward, slowly flowing together to the right. The banks are lined with lush greenery, with trees extending down to the water's edge, adding to the natural beauty of the landscape. The area where they meet, known as the Spit, was historically used as a defensive point, utilizing the natural barriers created by the waterways. Today, this peaceful confluence contrasts the fortress's militaristic past, offering a tranquil scene for anyone standing atop the tower. The sight of the rivers joining and flowing as one toward the horizon is mesmerizing. In the distance, the E77 bridge spanned the meeting point of the Naru and Vistula rivers, connecting Warsaw and Gdańsk. Modern vehicles cross steadily, a contrast to the historic landscape of the fortress. Close to the E77 bridge, another bridge carrying Road 85 crossed the Vistula, connecting to Nowy Dwór Mazowiecki. Smaller and less prominent, it blended into the natural surroundings, serving as a key local route. Turning my gaze from the bridge, I noticed an intriguing building known as the elevator. Once used to lift goods to the higher levels of the granary, now standing as a remnant of the fortress's industrial past. Its sturdy brick structure and mechanical design gave it a unique charm. I decided to take a closer look at the White Tower. This striking cylindrical structure stood out with its bright exterior, once serving as a key observation point within the fortress. After admiring the White Tower, I finally made my way up to the upper deck. The moment I stepped onto the platform, I was mesmerized by the sweeping panorama. The fortress, rivers, and sprawling greenery all seemed to blend into a captivating, endless landscape. The view was simply breathtaking. Looking down from the upper terrace, I could see the fair in the square-like area below. A few families and kids were enjoying the lively atmosphere. Zooming in, I noticed an archery competition or practice taking place, with participants aiming carefully at targets. The wind picked up as I stood on the terrace, carrying a soft whooshing sound that echoed through the open space. It added a sense of anticipation to the scene. Beyond the granary ruins, another structure caught my attention: St. Michael's Tower, dating back to 1870. This historic tower, with its distinct red brick design, once served as a lookout and guard post.